Well, hello, everybody. What's everybody up to? Let's see if this. Nope, it's not going to work. Hang on one second, guys. There we go. There we go. There we go. I have new toys today, so I'm playing. So there may be several glitches. So let's see who's all here. We have Jean and Kim and Maggie. There's Beth, very nice, and Penny and Jody. Jody's still not feeling very good. Everybody send her a, what do we need to send Jody? Let's send her feel betters. There's Sandy. Hey, Terry. Hey, Shauna. Oh my gosh. Hey, Nate. Hey, Glynis. Hey, Christina. You're not all here. It's okay, Sandy. I'm never all here. So that just makes you part of the group. It's all good. I need to move my screen so I can see the chat. Okay. So let's see here. Anybody wanted to see slightly disorganized and still getting it together? Today is the day. Today is that day. Let's see. How's everybody been doing? What's everybody been up to? Send you chicken soup. I will send you chicken soup. For real. I have your address. I could do it. Like Grubhub or something. It could happen, Jody. But you'd have to get out of bed to answer the door. Just saying. Let's see here. What else we got going on in chat? Yep, Sandy's got her coffee already. Terry, I believe I did. I will double check and let you know later tonight. If you're going to be there later tonight when I'm on again, I will double check for you. Just worked on a YouTube intro for your non-subscribers and nice, Nate. Very nice. So ladies, everybody welcome Nate. Nate has an awesome channel. I'm gonna, Mags, can you grab Nate's channel and post his link in there, please? For any of you girls who have men in your lives with beards, mustaches, that sort of thing, Nate makes amazing products. I put in an order and I think it's on its way. Trying to get the hubs on board with, beard care. Because I like facial hair, so it's got to look good, right? So, but yeah, he does. Nate, how often do you go live? I don't remember. I don't remember. I know you're live on Friday nights, but I don't remember when else you're on. So if you could give us that information. His chat is super fun, you guys. Easygoing, everybody's friendly. So, yeah. Nice. I figured, hey, Janine. Thanks, Mags. So you'd have to get dressed to answer the door. Jody, you can go in your PJ. Well, we'll just go with that. Okay. Tuesdays and Fridays. Nice. I knew they were days when I could be there. I forget about the Thursday one though, but I've been making the Friday one. So yeah, it's really fun. Good groups of people. So I have notes from last week, and you guys had questions on how to grow your channel. Nice. Good job, Kim. Thank you. And Kim wanted to know where to find inventory. So Kim, I'm still working on a list. I don't want to just like throw out one at a time or something. I want to get a nice list put together for you. Thanks, Beth. It's the mic. It's weird. It's trippy. I'm getting used to it. It just feels obnoxious to me, but I'll get used to it. If I keep doing it, I'll get used to it. Let's put it that way. So I have some how to grow your YouTube ideas for you guys and some really good reference links and stuff. Oh, nice, Nate. Look at you go. Hey, Sherry. That was really cool. Very nice. I've never been a coupon code before. That's cool. um, the inventory is your crowd. I get it, Terry. And I started out that way. Like, so not to be totally repetitive, but when I started this, I was traveling and doing vintage markets, like weekend markets, some flea markets, but mostly geared toward home decor vintage markets. And I just needed to destash. I had so much stuff. Hey, Rustic, I so don't remember your name. I hate when I do that. I really, really need to start a list, but then I get lazy and I don't commit it to memory. So I'm trying. I'm trying. Um, so then it just went from destashing to doing the vintage market idea on here instead of all the traveling. I mean, lots of things in between there, but that's just kind of how it evolved. I just got really fortunate and realized there was a market for it here. Crystal, darn it, I'll get it. It's been about 2 years. It has been a while, right? So, um, and I'll probably ask again. It'll click eventually. Repetition is key. So, yeah, it takes a while. I've been on here doing the live sales for 3 years. So, it's not, but what do I want to say? It's not quick. Some people blow it up really, really quickly, but they do all the things to blow up quickly. I'm intimidated by a huge channel. I love other huge channels. I am intimidated by being a huge, and I feel like it's important to know yourself. You have to know if you want a big channel, if you want a big audience, if you are going more for the target audience to sell, all of those things you need. And it's not to say that you can't change your mind, because you can. You just have to know, I think you have to know where you want to start and what your first priority is. Nice, Sandy. Thanks, Nate. Yeah. And I mean, if you go back and look at the beginning ones, oh my gosh, I was so stiff, like so rigid. Um, and I've always been the one to just come tripping in the door. So it's like being all rigid and stiff just didn't quite mix with being like the clumsy, klutzy one. But I'm glad that I was that way, because now when I make a mistake, it's no big deal. It doesn't totally rattle me. I can just laugh it off and just go with it. Thanks, Penny. Yep, yep, yep. So, before I get to the YouTube, um, how to grow and the guidance on that, how many of you, I really would like to get everybody's links in the beginning, so that when people come and rewatch, they can come look at your channels and we can kind of all watch everybody's growth. If you guys could type in, just put in, hey, Lisa, if you guys could just type in me, then we can grab channel links. So, and if you don't sell from your YouTube, that's cool, because you'll have links in there to your websites or your Etsy's or whatever. But anybody who's got an active YouTube that they're trying to use as a sales platform, that would be great. So then the mods, the 3 little dots, if you hover over somebody's name, look at you guys, good job. If you guys, so let's see here. Let me finish a sentence. I should probably finish one sentence. If the mods will just hover over the names where there's a me, you'll see the 3 dots, and you should have go to channel. You can click go to channel. You can grab their link and bring it back and pop it in. And if you could type their name with the link, that would be most amazing. So let's see here. I'm going to star Glynis and show her. We've got Glynis, and we've got Kim, and we've got Lisa. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, guys. That's probably the hardest thing for me is the eye contact thing. There's Penny, and I think that's because I do look at you guys. You guys are awesome. Such great mods. So, there we go. Beth, make sure you put yours in too. Beth has a channel and she does some sales. Jody and Beth both work with the CCC market. So Beth, if you'll pop that one in, that would be awesome too. Yeah, I want to get the links up in the front so that everybody can, and I'm not saying sub everybody and all of that. I just want you guys to have some references. And I think it'll help build some teamwork so you guys can maybe start to build a support system. Hey, Lorna. So I think that's key. I had a lot of support when I started. A lot. So, I mean, some of you may or may not know, Maddie modded for me when I very first started. And then I met Jessica Rapp, and she and I helped each other quite a bit. She was a great source of confidence. She gave me a lots of self-confidence. And then Michelle Scott came on and modded for me. Um, there was Laurel. Laurel gave me tons of moral support. And then there's Maggie, and kind of those girls all at the same time. So it was nice. It's you have to have a support system of sorts, you know what I mean? And you have to figure out who clicks with you and who doesn't. And, it's okay if things change. Don't feel like you're married to something. It's okay to like change because everybody grows, everybody's goals change, things like that. It's just like real life. It just happens. So don't feel like it's a negative if, your support system changes. You guys are cute. So, the first YouTube channel, definitely winging it here. Oops, there we go. Is Think Media. And Think Media has a ton of stuff on here. They're just loaded. They're going to help you with your cameras. They're going to help you create if you haven't made any videos at all, what and like I've never done a recorded video, like the intros and stuff. I'm not talking in those. That's all just um it's all just clips. So, and then like here, they've got tips and tricks on things to do with your cameras, like blurring your backgrounds and how to focus them. And they'll help you get the camera best suited for what you need or your budget. But there's just tons and tons and tons of stuff over here. I can't even tell you how many hours I have vested in this channel and just watching things. Like if you want to do a podcast, you could totally do your sale podcast style. Um, and that's something I'm playing around with. I just haven't totally committed to it yet. It's coming. So then, and like here, this is a good one. Do you want short ones like YouTube shorts? Do you want 20-minute videos? Do you want, just your sale videos that, you can do them for an hour, you can do them for 10 hours, whatever kind of sort of works for you. So there's that one. Now let me see. I haven't figured out yet. I hope I'm not missing anybody coming in. Your cap's stuck. My caps get stuck all the time. Not a big deal. Okay, so then I think, let me see here. I'm wondering if, nope. I don't know how to add the other screen without removing one. So this may be a little clunky for a minute. I don't know how. I don't know how to get them all loaded in here. See, and this is what I meant when I said it's going to be a little iffy. Nope, we just did that one. There we go. So this next one, he does some really good. This is Nick Nimmin, and Nick does live streams. He does short videos. He does, I think he does, if I remember right, some channel reviews, or his brother does. His brother does the channel reviews for StreamYard. And I've got a StreamYard YouTube link for you guys too. So here's his, and he's just got tons, and he's so straightforward. He's got a great sense of humor, but he's got really good information and great advice, like just great advice. So his I was looking for his lives. Some of his lives go for several hours, some are shorter. See, here's one. So he'll go for like 3.5 hours. But he does all kinds of stuff, and he's got a huge Facebook group that you can get in and get lots more information, lots of advice, things like that. So he's another really great one. There was something else I wanted to say. He does, I don't I think he did the ATEM mini review, and he does a Stream Deck, how to use it, I believe. I think he does how to use both of those. So, and his thumbnails are great. I love his thumbnails. They're always accurate and on point. Like, he doesn't do clickbaity stuff. You always get exactly what he says what you're gonna see. So that's Nick. So let's get rid of that one. And then I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this more seamless. We'll see. Cooperate. There we go. Share the file. Dun, dun, dun. And here's the StreamYard. So if you're going to be selling, well, not selling, if you're going to be streaming through StreamYard, this is a really good place to go also. And they have a Facebook group too. Melanie happens to be one of my favorites. She's got a, oh my gosh, she's just good. She's really good. And she does all kinds of things. Hers are almost always Ask StreamYard or live Q&As, things like that. She'll show you how to use Canva, how to use, I think that's where I found Place It was through her, things like that. And that's for if you want to do the video clips and the intros and things like that, or make overlays. And she'll show you, she'll walk you through actually using it effectively and efficiently. And then Charles and Christian do this amazing stream review every 2 weeks. It's really fun. I've joined it a couple of times on camera, and talk about being really nervous. But the second time it wasn't so bad. I was a little more relaxed, and my internet actually went out. So I dropped out, had to come back in, all that fun stuff. Oh, I didn't even share them, did I? I was doing all of that and didn't even share them. What a dork. What a huge dork. See, told you. So here's, dun, 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 there's Melanie. There she is. And then this one is Charles and Christian right here. So this is what their channel reviews. Live stream reviews. Yeah, they review your live stream, not your actual channel. So, did I get everybody on, or did I miss Nick? Did you guys get to see Nick? Did I totally mess it up? Jeez, Lou. Telling you, give a girl buttons. Hey, Mitzi. Hey, Jenny. So nice. You guys are awesome over there. So that's what I have to get you guys started on growing your YouTube channels. Do you have any specific questions on that, or do you guys want to go a different way? I have some notes too. I did make notes for you guys. I think that's going to be an ongoing fluid sort of thing. we'll see if you guys have any questions. Thanks, Lorna. And I feel like it's going to take me a few weeks to get in a flow with this because I'm not sure how structured I want it to be or how structured you guys want it to be. I don't know if we want it to be just more of a on the fly questions and answers sort of thing. So you guys will have to chime in on that and let me know what you're looking for. Do you want it more structured or do you want it more on the fly? You're welcome. I think it's important to share the info. It helps everybody, and I don't know. There's that saying about how does that go? All the ships rise on a tide, or I don't know. What is that? They are in the description, I believe, Lisa. Let me see. Yep, I did. I remembered they're all three in the description box. Do I know how to check if someone is subscribed to you? I do, but it also depends on if they have their channel set to private. Well, not their channel. I don't know. Is it your channel or is it your subscriber list? Because, like, I have mine set to private, but I'm just kind of like super aware of privacy. I don't know. I'm just that way. I'm very, very private. It's weird. I'm very weird about like that whole don't air your dirty laundry in public thing. That's me to a T. So yep, you're welcome. Yeah, you're subscribed. Okay, thanks, Maggie. So it is, Mags, do you remember where it's at? I think it's on your dashboard. And if you scroll down, go to your YouTube channel. So click your little icon at the top right-hand corner, not the very top Google one, the bigger one down below. Click your YouTube. There we go. A rising tide lifts all ships. There we go. Thank you, Lorna. Yes. So then you go to your dashboard and you scroll all the way to the bottom of that first dashboard page, and it'll show you your most recent subscribers. And I think there's a view all option there. I think that's what it is. A rising tide lifts all boats. There we go. Thank you, Google. We'll take it. Ships or boats, whichever. I feel like I want to be a boat. It's smaller than a ship. Just saying. A boat should theoretically be easier to lift than a ship, right? Then we need to know. Oh, nice, Juanette. Very slick. Very slick. Oh my gosh, you guys are rotten. Absolutely rotten. So, fair warning, we may hear some noise. I may have to mute. I think the Hubs is about to pull in the drive. I hear the dogs going outside, so we may hear some barking and some ruckus. If they get loud, I'll mute out because I don't know. I'm still playing with this mic. Like, there's different, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the mics. There's different settings on them. So they pick up noise from different, I kind of get it and I don't. So like you have the whole mic shape and you can pick where you want it to pick up the volume. And then there's gain, and I don't understand gain at all. So I'm a work in progress, people. Stumbling and all, mistakes and all. So I don't really have, unless you guys just want me to ramble. You just want me to ramble through my list, or do you guys have questions? Like, who's the Blue Yeti? Yeah, I don't know. People are like, don't get it. It's not that great. I don't know. I like it. And I got the Roadcaster one. It came with the arm and it was on sale for Black Friday or Christmas. I don't know, one of those. So I was like, okay, it's a great arm. I liked the arm too. So I figured at the very least, If I didn't like the mic, if I have to upgrade to a mic, I can just mount it to this same arm and I'll be okay. But I do like the arm. The arm is great. It doesn't like flounce around. It's really sturdy. Your question may need a counselor. Oh my gosh. Kim, I don't know if I can. Hang on, Kim. Let me see. Okay, so I'm totally not going to be looking at the screen because I'm over here in the YouTube and you may hear. I'm going to go to my channel and go to your channel, click on manage videos. I just want to make sure there's nothing in here that I don't want shared with the whole wide world. Yeah, I think I'm okay. So hang tight. I'm going to share screen again. Chrome tab, YouTube. Share. Okay. So let's see here. You click on, let me make sure this is, did I share it though? Hold on. Nope. I have to add it to the stream. There we go. Okay. So you click on manage videos and then you click on dashboard and then you roll down here and you right here, recent subscribers, and then you click see all. And that will show you who your subscribers are. And then you can scroll through the list. Okie dokie. Yeah, it won't tell you. Yeah, if somebody is private, if they're set to private, then they won't show up on your list. Thanks, Beth. Yes, a thumbs up would be much appreciated. It for sure would. And you guys are talking about growing your channel and things like that. It's like I said last week, grow my channel number, like the number of subscribers, has never been important to me because, and it's not to say that it's irrelevant. I don't mean it that way, but my goal has never been to be a huge YouTube channel. For me, YouTube has always been my brick and mortar store since I decided to like commit to doing the live sales. It's basically become my brick and mortar store. So for me, it's more important to get customers in the door than to have this huge channel. And that's what I mean by I think it's important to be focused on what your goals are. And you can be focused on doing both, I think. But for me, it was really just about an audience. And then once I realized that the audience was becoming a community, that became my focus. So you can ask Mags and Beth. I like get nervous when there's a whole bunch of new faces all at one time because that's a whole lot of people to get to know all at one time. I like that it has grown so slowly that I have been able to get familiar with each of you. I know when I'm out picking or when I get a huge order or delivery or whatever, I know if there's something that someone is like, that's their thing. I can look at it and be like, yep, this is Juanette. Yep, Maggie's going to love this one. Oh, Christine East is going to love this one. I like that. It does change it totally, right, Nate? It's so much different especially when you're doing lives. For me, it takes the nervousness away because when it grows slow, I feel like everyone who's here is here because they want to be. They don't just want something from me. They're here because they want to see me do well and they want to shop because that's what I do. You know what I mean? And I get support from the audience and in so many different ways. So many different ways. I still get messages from you guys that just like touch your heart, and you guys always have the best timing. When I'm having a moment or a day is when I get those comments that they're everything. They're just everything. How do I find product? I think if you push that, it will unsubscribe. Hang on one second. So if the action says unsubscribe, does that mean they unsubscribed? Um, it could, Kim. I've never really looked at it that close. I don't know. I do not know. And then Nate responded with, I think if you push that, it will. Oh, you can unsubscribe them. Interesting. I didn't know we had that option. That's cool. I kind of like that. Okay, so how do I find product to offer? So my favorite way to find product is auctions. Like, not gonna lie. I absolutely love auctions. I prefer live, go to the auction. This time of year, that's not there just aren't very many. So, and then with Jim's work schedule, because he works for the highway, plows snow, blah blah blah, that limits, because I don't like to go by myself. It's not that I'm afraid to, it's just not as much fun. So it's always fun when you have, like, a partner in crime or just somebody to talk to while there's stuff going that you're not interested while you're waiting for the stuff you want. So, oh, and Maggie corrected us. If you click it, it means you're the one unsubscribing to them. There we go. Thanks, Megs. So I do a lot of online shopping, a lot of online auction sites. I know Jody has one that she really, really loves. And they're all over the country, which is amazing. So when everything changed a couple years ago and the going out, we had to stay home, it changed everything. All of a sudden, all these auction houses were doing everything online. Like, my 3 favorite auction houses that are relatively local to me, taking applications. Oh my gosh, you guys, we could all totally go to auctions together. I would have so much fun. Um, oh my gosh, I never turned down a trip to a good auction. So that being said, come on, let's go. Um, so where was I now? You totally distracted me. But anyway, so these online auction sites, they most of them will ship. A lot of them ship in-house, which means they have people in-house shipping out auction wins. Then there are ones that do third-party shipping, where you have to have like those pack and ship places and stuff like that. They're local to them. So it's more expensive when you have to use a third-party shipper, but depending on what you paid for the item and how badly you want it, it's still cheaper than going to an antique store a lot of times. So you just have to know your price points or your resale value. Your road trip. Right? So, yeah. Yep. How do you find them in your area? Go to the Google and type in online auction. Online auction. Just type in online auction and see what comes up. Trying to remember how I found mine. I think that's how I found the ones I use. Next week, I will bring those links. I'm working on them because I want to find ones that some of them are, I feel like, are a little. That's not fair. The auction sites are not bad or wrong. You have to be careful with some of the auction houses. Let's put it that way. I feel like there's a couple of them where the bidding is not necessarily kosher. And that's kind of as far as I'm comfortable. You guys can read between the lines there. Um, yes, and put in your zip code. Yep, you can put in your zip code and that will one is auction zip. Auctionzip.com. You can type in your zip code and they offer a couple different formats inside of the site. You can do just online auctions. You can search local live auctions that you can physically go to on a and they have it done up on a calendar. Theirs is a good entry one actually, but it's auctionzip.com. I'll even type that in for you guys. Should make it clickable for you. And then just type your zip code into that. Oh, I don't know if that went clickable. Oh, I forgot the www, didn't I? Sorry, guys. www.auctionzip.com. There we go. Let's see if it's clickable now, shall we? Man, my lag is. I still don't think it's clickable. Anywho, there it is. Hey, Louise. What have you been up to? Still got snow? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so annoyed about the snow. Not to go off on a tangent, but I'm so annoyed. There's zero snow here. It looks like springtime outside today, and I have windows open. Just saying, in short sleeves. I know it's not clickable. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know. Hey, Mayor. So, so there's that. What else you guys got? Who's been doing live sales? That's a good question. I think it's a good question. I know, right, Lisa? So annoying. Any tips for like the quiet time when you're doing a live? As in when you don't have something to say? I almost never have that trouble. Hey, Debbie Ham. Hey, Deb. Who? There you go. There you go. Thanks, Lucy, and welcome. Hey, Pamela. 24 inches. Totally not fair. Totally. You know, that's something, the quiet time, I'm learning to be okay with it because in real conversation, there's moments when it's just quiet. So I'm just learning to be okay with it. But low inventory. I get it. And if you need inventory quick, don't be afraid of look for like different climates. You guys may have flea markets open to you. You may have an antique stores. I find a lot of stuff at antique stores. So don't be afraid to go to an antique store. You just have to put the time into going frequently and figure out which booths are your favorite ones because you'll find that certain vendors will consistently stock items that you're interested in. And especially if you go in and you buy especially if you go in and you buy a whole bunch of something, like say I walked in and somebody had 12 Peterson's books. We know I'm going to get all 12 of them, right? If they sell all 12 of those in one go, you know they're going to restock with if they have more, they're going to bring them all in or they're going to bring as something as similar as they can because their whole goal is to move their inventory too. Antique stores can be expensive. They can. They absolutely can. But prices will vary from vendor to vendor. I shop a lot at antique stores, a lot of them. And then I don't do as well at thrift stores. I watch these people that go to thrift stores and find amazing off the chain things. I don't. But that's just here, you know? Um, when I was going to Texas, there was a few thrift stores I would stop when I would go down to Texas for Round Top and stuff. There was specific ones I would stop at on my way, and I would clean up like it was like Christmas. There was a couple of antique stores I stopped at, and it was the same thing. Exactly, Penny. A lot of them have price points. So, but don't ever like an antique store is yes, they have their price on it, but it's kind of like flea market in the perspective that it's okay to ask if the vendor can discount this item or this item, especially if you're picking up multiple items or if you're picking up something over $50. I find typically it's $50 or $100 is the and just ask the cashiers, you know, is there a specific price where you guys can offer an automatic discount? And they'll tell you. Don't be afraid to ask. Exactly, Jenny. Don't be afraid. Yep. I should be doing this. I need to get better at this. And then there's Lisa's comment. She likes it better when she's with someone. Yes. Yep. Exactly. 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 And then don't be afraid to ask. They know the value and some are so pricey. Right. But value is relative. Don't forget that. You know, it's always relative. We tend like these ledgers right back here that we're going to look at tonight. Those not everybody sees those as the same value we do. And there's always different people shopping for different things. Like people that do a lot of genealogy, they love ledgers too, but they don't like all the ledgers. They want certain ones. And there's Pamela with some good advice. Where do you live, Kim? I never have trouble finding stuff. But in the winter, it's harder because there are no auctions. Exactly. Exactly. And this is going exactly like I wanted you guys. I like the networking a lot. Right. Exactly, Lucy. And that's here for us too. And for anybody that doesn't know, Lucy's in Canada. So, but that seems pretty consistent here too. Yes, Lisa, your husband, I'm telling you, she posts pictures in the group, you guys, of stuff that her husband finds. It's crazy, I tell you. The last antique store booth we rented, we signed paperwork showing the discounts that we would agree to. There you go, Jenny. I didn't know you did antique stores. Nice. Kim, I'm not going to lie to you. I am kind of jealous you live in Michigan. I always do so well picking in Michigan. Like it's one of my favorite places to go. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice, Lisa. Hey, Jean, we're still here. You're not late. I did antique booths for a while. I started with antique booths before I started the traveling. Um, I don't know. I'm just not good at going and resetting all the time. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I got bored with it, if that makes any sense. And once I do something, I'm that type of person. Once I do something as well as I can, or if it starts feeling stagnant, then I'm bored with it. So this works for me because you guys engage so much that it always feels new. And we go through a lot of inventory. Um, I will say linens, oof, we are so overrun with linens right now, girls. There's a big linen day coming one of these days. Let's see here. Pam, I had a booth vendor come in my store one day and said out loud, I can't find stuff in your store that I can resell in my booth at a profit. No, really. I wonder what she thought I was doing. Right? Exactly. Exactly. And, I mean, people are people, and you're going to run into that everywhere. Everywhere. It's no different than when I would travel and set up at a market and people would come in and say, well, we can go home and make that. Okay. So do you remember when making the paper wreaths, taking the page and twirling it into a cone, and then you would put them all together? Thanks, Nate. You have a good day too, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Um, so they would come into the booth and like literally pick it all apart, trying to figure out how to make it. They would stand there and ask you how to make it because they wanted to go home and make one. So you have two choices. You can either tell them, or you can get grumpy and not tell them. So I would tell them, but I'm ornery. I would go into such detail and make it a much, well, not a much bigger project, but I would really go into in depth in as much detail as I could. Then all of a sudden, what I was asking for it had more value because they realized how much time and effort they would have to put into it, if that makes sense. So there's always a way to, I don't know how to phrase this without saying, to work it to your advantage, I guess, or to make it more reasonable. And don't be apologetic about it. I used to find myself being apologetic for pricing, and you're really doing yourself a disservice that way, I think, because they don't know. I mean, just like going out and picking, whether you're exactly, Jenny, that's too much work. All of a sudden, the $30 you wanted for it isn't that big a deal. But like, okay, so, we were talking about pricing last week a little bit. Whether you're going to someplace, say you're going to an auction, so you have to get there, you have to stand in line and register, you have to wait around for your items, whether it's an hour or 5 hours. That's time. Are you getting one thing or 100 things? There's that. Then you have to get it home. You have to load it. First of all, you have to load it. Then you have to get it home. Then you got to clean it up, sort it out, package it up, whatever it is. There's all that prep work when you get it home. Then when you do your sale, there's more time. So, all of that should be considered into your pricing too. It's not, okay, so I went to an auction and I got this box of stuff and I paid $100 for it. There's 20 things in here, $5 a piece. I'm going to double my price. That's $10. No, there's a lot more that went into that. You had gas to get there. You probably had lunch while you were there. All that time that you spent there, the time getting home, the time getting everything cleaned up and ready, the time presenting it, all of that plays into it. It's not just, okay, I paid $5 for this. And it doesn't matter if you're online shopping. It doesn't matter if you're at at an antique store. All of those things, all of that should factor into your pricing and the packaging. Uh-oh, did you guys run out of things to say? And most people don't understand that. They don't. And I mean, I didn't get it when I started. I totally didn't get it. But when I was getting started with the antique booth setups and things like that, I was again really lucky that I had friends around me that were also doing the same thing. So I had their guidance because I would pay attention. And some of us went auctioning together. Hey, Deb, fussy cutting, do some for me too. Oh, Louise is putting away. What are you fixing for dinner, Louise? That's what I want to know. Oh, the quiet time? Yeah. But you see what I do. I just sit here and be quiet for a minute, and just whatever pops into my head next generally comes out my mouth. So there's that. Intently listening. You guys are funny. See, I need to do better about this. And see, bring your guys' comments up. That's what I need to do. And I really want to know what Louise's dinner menu is. Here's Christina's. See, and for me, it's not scary. I just feel like it feels awkward. Oh my gosh, right, Lisa? Yeah. And I don't even do art like you do art. You were toying with charging a handling fee. Wait, handling for shipping mats, but I have a feeling it wouldn't be received well. What do y'all think? What do you mean by mats? Help me figure out what you mean by mats. You have a really good day, Lucy, and thank you for coming. Yes, I know. You girls, that's the only downside to living in the country is everything is so far away. Thanks, Cindy. Ooh, goulash and mashed potatoes at Sandy's house. That might be bad for you. Well, life could be worse. We're having ribs at Deb's. I like that blue color. Right, Beth? Stop and grab me. I want to go too. Chicken cauliflower rice. I think it sounds all right. Bubble wrap and well, okay. Kind of glad you brought that up because I have very mixed feelings on handling fees. Other people, everybody's got to do what they have to do for your own business, your own purposes, your own needs. I personally don't like a handling fee. I don't use one because I have set up at an antique booth. I know what it costs me to be there. And I didn't get a handling fee for hauling everything in, for hauling stuff out, for resetting a booth. There's no handling fee. They don't charge a handling fee at the counter for selling my items for me. They get a commission, yes, but they don't get a handling fee. With my perspective of YouTube being my brick and mortar store, if you came in and you shopped with me, I'm not going to charge you a handling fee for putting your items in a bag or wrapping them in tissue or wrapping them in bubble wrap. Again, my perspective. YouTube is my brick and mortar store. I don't charge a shipping fee, a handling fee. Well, I do charge shipping fees, but I mean, I don't charge an additional fee for shipping materials. All of that is the cost of doing business. I don't add that into my items. To me, that comes out of income or revenue from the sales. Everybody does it a little bit differently, but for me, that's how I choose to handle it because it's most fair, I think. And I don't think I just don't like it for myself. I just don't. I just really don't. But, a lot of people do it. So, you have to do what works for you. Some people roll that over into the cost of their items. Some people roll the handling fee into their shipping cost. So, there's all different perspectives on it. I just don't like it. I really like when I can do free shipping days. That makes me really happy. But, it just depends. Right, Shauna? You don't do fees either? Yeah, I just don't care for it. It's just not me. And I think well, we won't open that can of worms. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys can't hear my stomach growling. Whew. I think somebody's fixing our dinner. Between all you guys chatting about dinner and the smells coming up from the kitchen, must be dinner time. So I'm going to show you guys, hang on one second. Let's see. You don't charge handling fees. I agree. I see those products as the cost of doing business. I think upfrontness of charging someone to shop with me is off-putting. Exactly. Exactly. You think there needs to be a class on shipping. I would love to do a class on shipping. I love shipping and it's my pet peeve all at the same time. You thought what was an earthquake? What did I miss? And Jody says, she usually adds 50 cents to my shipping cost unless I'm using recycled packaging. That's not bad. And see, like, I round up, but I've been super straightforward from the very, very beginning. And I put a lot of effort into getting the most economical shipping I can for everybody. And a lot of times people get shipping upgrades if I think it's a more secure way to get it there. If so, say Jody, oh, my stomach rumbling. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh my gosh, I'm so dense sometimes. So say Jody ordered 10 Godey's books and I'm packing them up. I could most assuredly send them media mail. And odds are I invoiced her for media mail shipping. If I get that box all put together and I type all the information into Pirate Ship and it's going to pull up all the options for me, right? So say the media mail shipping is $10. Because of where Jody lives, I may be able to send her that package UPS for $15. I'm going to send it UPS for $15 and I'm going to cover the extra $5. I'm not going to charge her for that because it's a decision I made. Because number one, I feel like it's going to be a more secure delivery because it's going to get there faster. Media mail is beat to death. And it notoriously takes longer. It's not a priority mail situation or option. So if I can upgrade somebody's shipping for a couple of bucks, I almost always will do it. Almost always. And I don't come back and tell everybody, "Oh, by the way, I sent this way and it was $4 more." I don't do that because it's my choice. You like adding freebies. Hang on. I like adding freebies to my Etsy orders. I also like comments about their order if they like it. There you go. Yep. Yep. And see, I use Square and a lot of people don't realize you can leave Square reviews. So anybody that's using Square, you can encourage people to leave reviews. And Shauna, oh my gosh, she sent me a message and there's a messaging system inside of Square. I didn't know. But however she sent that message, it came up as a message inside of Square, which was super cool. If I could figure out where it was or how to use it, I would totally ask people to reach out that way because it would be so efficient. I love Square. Absolutely love it. Absolutely. They're always improving everything. And I can't keep up with all of the improvements and changes at all. I don't think I'll ever get all caught up with them. Yeah, it is easy. It is super, super easy. And like in the invoicing, there's a template. You can set up a default template. I go in every week and put together a default template. Makes all I have to, and I just type in all the things that we sold that week, and then I can just delete out whatever somebody didn't get, and then just change the quantity numbers, add the shipping, and you're done. Yeah, Square is super easy, so easy, and Pirate Ship is amazing. Yep. I really, really drug my feet about starting with Pirate Ship. Hey, Kathy Berg. And it's honestly, in hindsight, one of the smartest things I ever did. Did you look at the different prices for Square, PayPal? I did not. I used to have PayPal and uh, no, no, I don't want PayPal. I liked Square, especially I committed to Square when I was traveling and doing the vendor markets because they had the chip readers. They have all different ones now, but you could use your iPad as a register. It was big. People could write on it, all that kind of stuff. I had all my eggs in one basket. I could inventory my items in there. Um, all kinds of stuff. There's just everything. Oh, her? Wait, where is she? That's my grandmother, actually. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I did not. I did not compare the prices. I know some of the girls have, and I've heard that PayPal prices, fees really went up. So, that just made me even happier that I stayed where I am. Exactly. Yep, Jenny, exactly. I love their fees. Their fees are amazing. And again, I don't I don't run their fees into the costs of my items. It's just the price of doing business. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can nickel and dime people to death, like literally, and I'm not about that. I want the value for my item. I know the value of my item, and that's what I'm bringing. I'm not here to worry about a dollar for this and a dollar for this. Do you know what I mean? And yes, they all add up, but your sales all add up too. So, I feel if you do your due diligence on the value and the investment in your product, then you at some point have to realize that the cost of doing business comes out of your profit. My 2 cents. And I'm not the end all of it, There's lots of different perspectives. It's just how I do it. I think you need to do a class with maybe 8 to 10 people on StreamYard. I know me and Kim would like it. Well, I've been considering it, but I don't know. I don't have a problem doing that stuff. I just don't want to be pushy about that stuff. Speaking of freebies, I got a package from Patty. It included the giveaway I won last week. I think it's the antique book, green cover. Holy moly, it's amazing. Nice. Thanks, Pam. I'm glad you love it. Let's see here. I used to use PayPal, especially when I purchase outside. Oh, you use PayPal to pay. Yep. And I understand that. I totally understand that. And we still haven't figured out what is up with Square and the international, especially to Canada, because um, the Canadian girls can open a Square account and have a Square account. So I don't understand why they can't accept. Well, unless it's the bank. I'm trying to rethink some of this conversation. I think what we came up with was, or the conclusion we came to was, it depends on your banking service and international payments. Did I ship it? Did you ship yet, Patty? Did I ship what yet, Kim? Yeah, it's not Square, it's the banks. Yep. I got there eventually, Louise. I had to think that through. I've slept a couple times since then. I'm looking for Kim's question. Let me see here. Do. Kim, I don't see. Beth, you're so funny. I will, Pam. Absolutely. Oh, I see, Kim. If you didn't get a email with your tracking information, then it hasn't gone yet. There'll be more going out tomorrow and Saturday. And we'll discuss that stuff tonight. I've got some other information for you guys from that. Hey, Becky. Okay. Yep, you're good. Aw, and somebody just got ladybugs. Very nice. Yeah, it just depends on your bank though, Becky. I think you can contact your bank and change some of that, kind of like changing settings. You can give it permissions and stuff. Penny, you're so cute. And if they don't work, just share them. Aw, thanks, Christina. I agree completely. And that's the whole point. That's what I want from this. I want everybody that wants help, that wants to grow, that wants to learn. And I want it to be very community. Um, I'm not the end all authority on anything. All I can do is share with you guys what I've done, what I do, if it worked, if it didn't, and my 2 cents. That is so weird, Deb. My bank shuts my card down if I use it to purchase outside. That's so weird. So weird. So weird. But that being said, by having a Square account, I also have a Square card, which is attached to my account. So, you know, that's what I shop with. That's how I buy inventory, and it keeps everything all in one place. I absolutely love it. I don't have to go to this account or that account or over here or over there. Everything is in one spot. My receipts are in one spot. My all of it is in one spot. And I absolutely love that because I just print everything out. I take it to the accountant lady and say, "Here you go." And she says, "Yep, see you in a week." And I'm like, "Cool." So, I like it that way. Nice, Beth. Nice. So I had a thought I was gonna. Oh, oh, I know. Can you give a class on Square? Um, I would do privately. I don't think I would feel comfortable doing it here on YouTube. I know I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it here on YouTube. But yeah, absolutely. We could discuss it privately. Yeah, absolutely. We could do a yeah. Yep, for those of you guys in the group, I will set up a couple different and we can use StreamYard to gather in and chat. I don't know how to do Zoom. I'm not a Zoom girl, so if we did Zoom, somebody else would have to set it up and send me the invite. Um but yeah, then I can just send anybody the link that wanted to join. Yeah, but I don't not the Square because if I depending on what I have to open up and share, I want to be super cautious about where that's at. So that's that. Um, but yes, we could do some lives in the Facebook group. Absolutely. Most assuredly. That's a really good idea, actually. We could most definitely do that. Um, so I have because it's easier if I just do it. No, I'm just going to talk about it. I was going to show you guys another video, but I think I'll just talk about it. So I'm going to call it an artisan market. So how many of you, and it's artisans, curators, vendors, but I like artisan. I think it sounds fun. So that's what we're going to call it. I'm going to do it once a month and it's going to be open. Initially, I'm going to open it up for a certain amount of people um, per sale. So, hey Pam, how are you doing? So, I primarily want this to be for people who haven't hosted a live sale or who are trying to understand StreamYard, figure out StreamYard, all these, they're just trying to figure out how to put all the pieces together. So if you're interested in that, if you could type me in the group, I'm going to write down names. So far we have Juanette. And this may, and nothing is carved in stone. This may, I'd like for it to start here. Like the first time, if you want to start here, cool beans, then I very much see how it could transition from here to the CCC market. Hey, Corky. And I think that would be really awesome, because if enough of you started here or came on every so often or whatever, we'll figure out a schedule or a rotation or something. Then you could go to the market. The market could become really sizable. You guys could really, really build a presence there, especially with all of you promoting it out to all your different places. Then that whole audience is going to come back to that market for everyone. Does that make sense? Then you guys, there's just so much that could be done. Then you guys could network and pair up together and do like Penny and Becky, like Penny modded for Becky on Becky's channel, and then Becky modded for Penny on Becky's channel. You guys could pair up 2s, 3s, 4s of you together and have other little markets. And everybody has to quit stressing out about what day and what time. And, oh my gosh, so-and-so is on and this one's doing that. You can't worry about all of that. You need to do what works for you. And if you're overlapping someone or if you're on at the same time, do not stress out over it, because you're going for a different market anyway. You're looking for a different audience. It's not like you're pulling their audience unless you're just promoting to their audience. Does that make sense? And that's a whole other thing. So let me get back up here to the names. There was Juanette and Lisa. Okay. Perfect. Deb used StreamYard once. Deb, if you want to sell and you want to try it, you just let me know. There's just so much that could happen with it, you guys. I can just see so much potential, especially if everybody is working together. If we're not being competitive and we're just being supportive and encouraging, and we're not worried about, oh my gosh, she sold those books and okay, today was her day. Next time it'll be your turn. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you have a group of girls that all go out for lunch every single month. They meet and they go out for lunch. Today I pay. You got this or that. And do you know what I mean? Thanks, Christina. And you take turns paying. It always works out in the wash. Like, absolutely, Corky. You can always decide later. Absolutely. Deb C. Perfect. So next week's topic, promotion. Okay. See, look at her keeping me on track over there. Telling you guys, I will go down a rabbit trail and yakety yak, and 4 hours later, I'm still sitting here. I get excited about this, especially this part, because I just think there's so many, 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 many opportunities. Terry K, Kim S. And if you guys have sold at the market, it's okay if you want to come on one time. Don't wig out over it. I just think there's so much. I have so many ideas. So many ideas. I just don't want to overload everybody with everything all at once, because I get that way. I really do. You need to learn how to do the scrolling banners and stuff like that. Oh, Becky, that stuff is easy. Hang on, let me show you. So, do I still have the StreamYard chat? Okay, Becky, I'm going to share a stream. Hang tight. Chrome tab, StreamYard, share. Okay, so Becky, this is the StreamYard YouTube channel. Okay, you want to come into here and you want to come down here to all these purple ones, and you want to look for Melanie. Melanie will walk you through how to use every feature that StreamYard has. Like, she'll talk about video transitions. Here she's talking about the features, like in here. And this was a 3-hour long video. Where'd that go? There we go. They covered everything. These are always lives, and her chats are awesome. She is fantastic at answering everybody's questions all the time. So if you watch that and you still can't get it, it would be fun to hang on. Let me catch up. Let me catch up over here. So I think, okay, so Becky, go to the StreamYard YouTube channel and look for Melanie. And don't worry about if someone else is selling the same thing, because not all of it will be the same. Exactly. Exactly. I know, me, go down a rabbit trail and just yak. Yeah, who would think? Oh my gosh, can you do a handcrafted market? Sure, I could. Why not? We can do whatever we want. We're grown. We can do it however we want. And that's part of why I like the artisan market, is because it's artisans, which is handcrafted. It's curators, which I like to think of myself as a curator. Number one, I like the word. Number two, I'm a gatherer. I like to gather. I like to present. That's my thing. It makes me incredibly happy. It's what I like to do. So I like to think of myself as a antique curate, well, vintage antique curator. Not like museum quality. I'm not trying to be all fluffy about it, but you know. Oh my gosh. So then Kathy says it would be fun to get together to do a Q&A for sure. Yes, it would. Kathy, do you want to come on and help? You use StreamYard. You do the things. You can help me field that. And I just want to say, I have this. You would think all you have to do is push the buttons, you guys. That's all it is push the buttons. It's literally sitting here on top of the table in front of me. But no, I keep using the mouse because it's muscle memory. I need to set the mouse away and just use the Stream Deck. Oh my gosh. But Kathy does a lot of stuff. Let's see here. I agree. There is room for everyone. We can support each other. Participation in the group benefits everyone. Exactly. Yep. Thanks, Quirky. Yep. That's the way. I hope I don't step on toes here, but the market, from what I see, is just the other sellers. There is no audience outside of the sellers group. That is because everybody is not promoting. Promotion takes time, it takes effort, it takes focus. Pam, you went on the seller list. I will put you on it. And I will say this, I think all of you are in the Facebook group. If it really, really is most efficient and easiest for me if you guys are all in the Facebook group, because then I can build a chat for you guys, and I can everybody can communicate in one spot. So the group Facebook chats are amazing. I don't even know if that's what it's really called, but you guys know what I mean, right? Messenger, the group messenger, that's what it is. We could do something on Facebook. Absolutely, Kathy. We could do it in your group, my group. Kathy, I'm going to give you a wrench for a second. See, or is Mags, are you still here? Yeah, I'm just going to give you a wrench for a second, Kath. If you could put in, you should be blue when you type. If you could put in your yours and Colleen's Facebook group, that would be awesome. That's another good resource for you guys too. Penny. Yep. And like, you guys, promoting is key. You can't just sit back and let somebody else do all the work. Do you know what I mean? If it's a group effort as far as selling goes, then it has to be a group effort as far as all of it goes. You have to be willing to share the information. You have to be willing to carry your share of promoting it out. Every single one of us is on Facebook groups. We're on Instagram, all the things, Pinterest, all the things. Everybody should be promoting everything they're involved in, especially if I think if it's a group thing. Now, this is just me, and this may get me into trouble, but if it's a group thing, I see it as a responsibility to reflect on that group and do as much as I can for the group as a whole, not for myself, for the group as a whole. And I know everybody has different perspectives, but that's me. And I know I get disappointed when I see people just sit back and let everybody else do all the work, but then they want to reap all the rewards. That disappoints me. It really does. And that's part of that whole, people show you who they really are kind of thing. I think if it's a group and it's a group reward, then it should be group effort and it should be dispersed evenly. Some people don't legit have access to promoting like say I do or Beth does. Okay, then there's always things that need to be done. There's always tasks. There's always all the moving parts, all the things. It can still be dispersed evenly. Does that make, I don't want that to sound preachy, but does that make sense? Yeah, Kathy, I know. And there is a thing of, there's a truth to that, give more than you take. I just want to, no, I don't. No, I don't. Oh my gosh. Exactly, Jody. Exactly. There's always a benefit from it. Always, always. Just right here, what Jody's saying. There's only about 10 active sellers in the market. Even if there is a low viewership, you still get experience selling live. And experience is everything, you guys. Everything. Exactly. Yep. And Kathy too. Yep. You can't make people do it, but you can let them know that you expect it or request it. You can do those things, and then it's up to them. It's just like, just like the saying, I'm not responsible for anyone else's actions, but I am responsible for my reaction to it. So, I feel like those things all kind of go hand in hand. I'm not going to let somebody slow me down. Big Mama is a creator that needs the supplies. I'm not on Facebook and I don't have a channel. I just make a few journals. See, but that's what makes you happy, Sandy. And here's the beauty of it. You can change your mind anytime you want to. That's the best part of all of this, is not one thing is sealed in cement. We can change and we can grow and we can divert and all of those things. That's, to me, the beauty of it. And I like that you guys all want to go on this crazy ride. I think it's fun. Yeah, you can lead the horse to water. Exactly. Exactly. So, all right, you guys. I think my dinner is almost ready, and it's been an hour and a half. I'm going to try to limit these to an hour and a half. So we'll see. Hour and a half feels good to me. So I'm going to wrap this up for today. Thank you very much for coming. And I will see all of you guys again tonight at 7:30, and a sneak peek right back there of some goodies that are coming. Okay. And let's see, which video do we want to close with? Let's go with that one. It's a good one. All right, you guys, thank you, and I'll see you later. Bevel.
to the next level.